What is up, everybody? I'm Jared. I will be going over my core four of MLB picks for PrizePicks today. If you're new here, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. That way we know that you're following along with our picks. It also helps you get notified when these shows are live. Also, if you're not currently playing on PrizePicks, if you use promo code WINDAILY, that'll get you a 100% deposit bonus up to $100. It'll also get you a free 60-day trial period of Win Daily Gold. It's about a $100 value, get you access to all of our daily articles across all the major sports. Also, it'll get you access to our Discord group, constantly talking about PrizePicks and also DFS in there. So make sure you go ahead and sign up today using promo code WINDAILY. So if we do a recap of yesterday, we had mixed results. We went 2-2. Judge and Schwarber both hit their numbers in the first inning, so those were cake. Votto had plenty of chances, just didn't do well. Same for Acuna last night. He had plenty of at-bats last night and just couldn't do anything. I mean, they even went to extra innings. So 2 for 2 yesterday. We're still on a nice 9 for 3 run. We'll look to continue the momentum today. So it is Sunday. Every team is playing. Lots of games on the board. So I'm going to go ahead and start with my core four. The first one that we're going to be going with today is going to be Tommy Pham of the Cincinnati Reds. And he is facing off against Patrick Corbin. So he has his hitter fantasy score today is going to be 6.5, absolutely attainable. An extra base hit and an RBI or a run scored. I try to attack Patrick Corbin any chance I get. He's just somebody that just makes way too many mistakes, makes them often. Over his last 26 innings of work, he's given up 6 homers, 9 barrels. So hitters just crush him. One of the reasons why I'm going with Pham today, Pham is swinging a hot bat. But he also just lines up extremely well with Corbin. Corbin's going to throw his sinker I think he throws it about 44% of the time to righties. This is a pitch that Pham just absolutely crushes. Over the last several years, he's got a 447 WOBA against lefty sinkers and a 300 ISO. So he just crushes them. He's also been pretty good against lefties overall over the last month. He's got a 350 WOBA and a 250 ISO. So we're getting somebody that's really hitting the ball well and also just lines up extremely well with Patrick Corbin. Our model has him at 9.5, so there's a little bit of value in that 6.5 for fantasy score. So I'm going to go with the over on this one. The next one that we are going to go with is going to be Yordan Alvarez of the Houston Astros. They get a nice matchup against John Heasley today. Heasley just has not been good. He's given up 3 earned runs in 3 straight games. And to be honest, it really could have been a whole lot worse. Over those last 3 games, he's also had a pretty low BABIP and a pretty high left on base percentage. So he's letting some batters on. And although some of them are scoring, it could be a whole lot worse for him. With Heasley, his biggest weakness is really lefties. Against him this year, they have a slugging percentage of .564 and an OPS pushing .950. So lefties are his weakness, and today he's facing one of the best lefties in the game who just signed a pretty fat contract the other day. Over the last 30 days, Alvarez has a 305 ISO versus righties and a 402 WOBA. He's just a stud. Our model has him at 11 tonight. I personally think he goes higher because I do think he homers today against Heasley. So I'm going to go with the over on this number. The next one that we are going to go with is going to be Cedric Mullins. Cedric Mullins and the Orioles have pretty solid matchup today against Zach Plesac. I'm going to go with the half run plus RBI for Mullins. So I really try to attack Plesac also any chance I get when he's on the road or when he's on the mound. He's somebody that just always has the potential to blow up. He had a pretty good outing, his last outing against the Royals, but the Royals lineup this year has been pretty questionable. And with the Orioles, they've been much better, especially recently. It's a pretty deep lineup if you look at it. But also with Plesac, he's just trash. He's a gas can. With Plesac, you do attack him with lefties. Lefties have a 484 slugging percentage against them and a 371 WOBA. So those are pretty high numbers. If we look at Mullins, he's really the catalyst to this offense. He's either scored or had an RBI in 6 of his last 9 games. I do expect the Orioles to score a whole bunch of runs today against Plesac. They put up a decent number yesterday against a much better pitcher in McKenzie. So I'm going to go with the over on this half run plus RBI today. The final one that we are going to go with is going to be Vladimir Guerrero. Guerrero's finally hitting the ball really well. We're going to go with the 1.5 total base prop for him. Guerrero's just red hot right now. He's got homers in 3 of his last 4 games. He's got at least an extra base hit in all 4 of those games. So I try to use him whenever he's hot, and he's hot right now. He did struggle for a little bit a few weeks ago. Those struggles do appear to be behind him. Dean Schmelzer hasn't been bad, but he has a huge gap between his xFIP and his ERA, so it does indicate there's some regression coming his way. This just isn't a tough matchup for Guerrero, so we're going to go with the over on his 1.5 total base prop. So if we do a recap of where we're going today, we're going to go with the over on Tommy Pham's 6.5 hitter fantasy score. We're going to go with the over on Jordan Alvarez's 8 hitter fantasy score. We're going to go with the over on Cedric Mullins' half run plus RBI. And we're going to go with the over on Vladimir Guerrero's 1.5 total base prop. So that's our core 4 for today. If you end up using them, make sure to hit the like and subscribe. That way we know that you're following along with our picks. Also, if you have any questions about your own picks, make sure to drop some notes in the comments, and we'll be happy to answer any questions that you may have. With that being said, let's go Rangers, and good luck today.